Have you ever felt like your eating habits were controlling you? Like you were stuck on autopilot, reaching for that extra cookie, or finishing a bag of chips without even realizing it? Mindful eating isn't some new age fad, it's about bringing awareness to our relationship with food, understanding the signals our bodies send us, and making choices that support our well-being. In this video, we're going to debunk some common myths about mindful eating, delve into the fascinating science behind it, and equip you with practical tips to transform your eating habits. Let's embark on this journey together, one mindful bite at a time. One of the biggest misconceptions about mindful eating is that it's simply about chewing your food more slowly. While slowing down is certainly a part of it, mindful eating is much more nuanced. It's about engaging all of your senses, noticing the colors, textures, and aromas of your food. It's about becoming aware of the emotions you bring to the table. Are you eating out of stress, boredom, or genuine hunger? Mindful eating encourages you to tune into your body's natural hunger and fullness cues. And perhaps most importantly, it's about cultivating a sense of non-judgmental observation, noticing those critical thoughts that may arise. I shouldn't be eating this, or I've already blown it, without judgment. This holistic approach is what makes mindful eating so powerful. A 2011 study published in the journal Obesity found that participants who received full mindful eating training lost 4.5% more weight over 3 months compared to those who were simply advised to eat more slowly. Another myth that often prevents people from exploring mindful eating is the belief that it requires a serene, distraction-free environment. We imagine having to set aside dedicated time for meals, complete with candles and calming music. While creating a peaceful eating space can certainly enhance the experience, it's not a prerequisite for practicing mindfulness. Life is messy and meals are often rushed. The beauty of mindfulness is that it can be integrated into even the most chaotic of days. It's about finding those micro pauses, those moments of awareness amidst the busyness. You can practice mindful eating while grabbing a quick lunch at your desk or enjoying a snack on the go. Try incorporating single-tasking moments, taking one mindful sip of your drink or savoring one bite of food at a time before returning to your activity. A 2020 study published in the journal Appetite found that brief mindful eating exercises reduced snack intake by 27% in real-world settings. Some people dismiss mindful eating as a purely psychological practice, believing it has no real impact on our physical health. However, emerging research is revealing a fascinating connection between mindful eating and our biology. When we eat mindfully, we activate the parasympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for the rest and digest response. This allows our digestive system to function optimally, improving nutrient absorption and reducing digestive discomfort. Mindful eating also has a profound impact on our hormones. A 2017 study published in the journal Nutrients found that practicing mindful eating led to a 30% reduction in post-meal glucose spikes, even after consuming a high-carbohydrate meal. This suggests that mindful eating can play a significant role in regulating blood sugar levels, which is crucial for preventing chronic diseases like type 2 diabetes. This isn't just about feeling good, it's about harnessing the power of mindfulness to improve our metabolic health. We often associate pleasure and reward with quick hits of dopamine, the neurotransmitter associated with motivation and pleasure. Highly palatable processed foods are designed to trigger these dopamine surges, leading to cravings and overeating. Mindful eating, however, introduces a fascinating paradox. By slowing down, savoring each bite, and paying attention to the subtle nuances of flavor, we tap into a different kind of dopamine release. This anticipation dopamine builds gradually as we engage our senses and appreciate the food in front of us. It's a slower, more sustained form of pleasure that leads to deeper satisfaction and a reduced desire for instant gratification. Over time, mindful eating helps to rewire our reward pathways, shifting our focus away from fleeting pleasure and towards a more mindful and fulfilling relationship with food. The connection between our gut and our brain is a rapidly evolving area of research, and mindful eating appears to play a significant role in fostering a healthy gut-brain axis. When we chew our food thoroughly, we're not only aiding digestion, but we're also sending signals to our gut microbiota, the trillions of bacteria that reside in our digestive tract. Chewing releases enzymes in our saliva that begin breaking down food, making it easier for our gut bacteria to ferment and extract nutrients. A 2019 study published in the journal Frontiers in Nutrition found that participants who chewed each bite of food 30 times experienced a 15% increase in gut microbial diversity over a 6-week period. This increased diversity is associated with improved digestion, reduced inflammation, and even a lower risk of developing chronic diseases. Now that we've debunked some myths and explored the science, let's dive into some practical tips to incorporate mindful eating into your daily life. The first technique is called the 5-second scan. Before you take your first bite, pause for a moment and simply observe your food. Notice the colors, the textures, and the arrangement on your plate. Take a moment to appreciate the journey your food has taken to reach your table. Next, bring awareness to your emotional state. Are you feeling stressed, rushed, or content? Acknowledge any emotions that arise without judgment. Then tune into your body's hunger cues. On a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being ravenously hungry and 10 being overly full, how hungry are you right now? Finally, make a conscious decision about whether or not you're going to eat. If you choose to eat, take your first bite mindfully, paying attention to the flavors and textures as you savor each mouthful. Another powerful technique is called the flavor anchor. This technique is particularly helpful for reducing mindless snacking and enhancing the pleasure of each bite. Choose one food item to focus on, like a piece of fruit, a handful of nuts, or a small piece of chocolate. As you take your first bite, identify the dominant flavor. Is it sweet, salty, sour, bitter, or savory? Focus on that flavor and allow yourself to fully experience it. As you continue eating, every few bites, gently redirect your attention back to that anchor flavor. This practice helps to re-engage your senses and prevent your mind from wandering. You might be surprised at how much more you enjoy your food when you're fully present with each bite. Studies have shown that using flavor anchors can reduce mindless snacking by up to 40%. Like any new skill, mindful eating takes practice. The key is to integrate it into your daily routine in a way that feels sustainable. One effective way to do this is to leverage the power of habit loops. A habit loop consists of 3 parts: a cue, a routine, and a reward. The cue triggers the behavior, the routine is the behavior itself, and the reward reinforces the habit. To build a mindful eating habit, start by identifying a cue. This could be a specific time of day, a particular meal, or even a phone alarm. Once you have your cue, establish a simple mindful eating routine, such as the 5-second scan or the flavor anchor. Finally, reward yourself for your efforts. This could be the feeling of satisfaction after a mindful meal, a moment of gratitude for the nourishment you've received, or even a mini celebration dance. By consistently following this loop, you'll find that mindful eating becomes a natural part of your daily life. Over time, these small changes can lead to significant improvements in your overall well-being. There you have it. We've debunked some common myths, explored the fascinating science behind mindful eating, and equipped you with practical tips to transform your relationship with food. Remember, mindful eating isn't about perfection, it's about progress. It's about approaching each meal with a sense of curiosity, awareness, and kindness towards yourself. Start by incorporating 1 or 2 of the techniques we've discussed today and see how they make you feel. You might be surprised at the profound impact that mindful eating can have on your physical, emotional, and mental well-being. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Share your first 5-second scan experience in the comments below. Let's create a supportive community where we can learn and grow together on this journey of mindful eating. As we conclude this exploration of mindful eating, I invite you to carry the essence of this practice with you beyond the table. Just as we can learn to savor each bite with awareness, we can also learn to savor each moment of our lives. Cultivating mindfulness in our eating can extend to cultivating mindfulness in all aspects of our being, in our relationships, our work, and our interactions with the world around us. Eat mindfully, live fully, and may we all find peace and well-being in the present moment.